I just got back from my P.O. box and got my orders, but return still hasn't been delivered. So I'm just gonna post a picture up here of the item and let you guys know what happened. So basically, as I open my packages, so sorry. So basically I got a return case. If you saw yesterday's video, you know that I don't really get return cases, and normally I don't get defensive, but I kind of feel like I manifested this return because as I was packing my orders, and these were my orders from my first Posh Show. So as I was packing my orders, I was like, I wonder how they're gonna handle return cases. And sure enough, I got a return case, and it was for these Doc Marten shoes. They were white Oxfords, and I remember when I was doing the live purposely talking about the color because it was hard to pick up on camera. So they were white Oxfords, but they had iridescent glitter that looked blue. So I remember saying that on camera. And then as I was talking about the description, I said, you know, the soles are clean, like new. There are some scuffs on the toe caps. And I remember like zooming in on the toe caps, explaining all that. So sure enough, I get the return case, and her argument is the color. You said these were white glitter shoes. They're not white glitter shoes. So I immediately got defensive because I remember purposely talking about the color and saying they had blue glitter, but it was hard to pick up on camera. And I remember like I kept moving the shoe while I was live to show the camera. So I immediately got defensive, and I think this was the first mistake not to do, is don't get defensive. So I pushed back immediately. And mind you, like when there's a case, like usually it's the buyer that, you know, writes in to file the claim, right? So then you get immediately notified as the buyer and you can respond immediately. But there is not a Poshmark rep in the chat. Usually it takes a day or two for them to show up and review everything. So we were going back and forth before there was a Poshmark rep. I'll show you guys at the end. Anyway, so basically, she said these are not white glitter shoes. So I immediately clapped back and was like, I never said they were white glitter shoes. I said they were white shoes with blue iridescent color. So I like shut her down, right? She comes back and now it's like, oh, it's not the color. It's the fact that there's undisclosed marks on the toe caps. So again, like I remember zooming in on the shoe while I was going live, and I said, I pushed back again, and I was like, that information was disclosed. I said they're in pre-owned condition, the soles were in perfect condition, and I did zoom in on the toe caps and said that there were scuffs. So she sent me an image of the shoe. I clapped back and I sent her an image of one of the images from my listing, which looked exactly the same. It was like the exact same picture. She clapped back again and she said, it's not just that, it's the fact that the leather is peeling. And I was like, what are you talking about? Leather was not peeling. So then she sends back another picture with a huge red circle and says, look, there's peeling on the toe cap, blah, 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 blah. And I just, at that point, I just got annoyed. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the Poshmark rep to get here and let them review the video. And actually, she was really nice. I was just super defensive, but she wasn't being like bitchy at all. She was just, you know, going back, pushing back at my every comment. She was pushing back with a new argument. So I was like, okay, first it was the color, then it was the scuff. Now all of a sudden there's leather damage. So I was like, whatever. The Poshmark rep finally got there the next day. They requested more pictures. She submitted more pictures. Honestly, they looked exactly the same like my listing, but ultimately Poshmark ruled in their favor. They said that there was leather damage. I didn't see any leather damage. It just looked like scuffs to me, but they were white shoes, so maybe, I don't know. So I'm just waiting for her. I'm waiting for the shoes to get delivered back into my P.O. box. The problem with having a P.O. box is that they sometimes take forever to load the actual package into your P.O. box. Like, obviously the post office receives it, but it could take up to a week or even 2 weeks I've had to wait for an actual package to get delivered. I have to go to the front desk, and I hate going to the front desk because then I have to wait in line, and the lines have been crazy lately. So I'm just gonna let it sit there. Obviously the girl's gonna get reimbursed. They already approved the case, so she can reach out to support and ask them to release the order. But yeah, that was my case, and my only advice would be to, you know, I don't want to say let it go, because it is annoying when people, I don't want to say make up, because now I'm second guessing myself, and maybe I did miss something, but I don't remember them peeling at all. They were in great condition. She got them for $31, which is the steal for Doc Martens. You guys know how expensive Doc Martens are, so it's just annoying because I know her complaint was about the color. So if I would have not pushed back, like maybe I would have just let it sit there, Poshmark would have said, you know, they're as described, and would have ruled in my favor. So maybe I messed up by clapping back so many times. So that was my experience with my first I&D case related to a Posh Show sale. No biggie. I'm getting the shoes back. I'm waiting to review them, and I'm just gonna relist them. Hopefully if they are not that damaged. But other than that, I'm just prepping for my Posh Show tomorrow. I have a lot of sweaters, so I'm going to, most of them are new with tags, but I just want to clean them up a bit with my sweater shaver. So I have this sweater shaver by Evercare. I think I just got it on Amazon. Oh, and let me show you what I got. So actually this dress is, I bought it for myself. I got it on eBay. It's not from Whatnot. I got it on eBay. It's a vintage flapper style dress. It has like these rhinestones. I got it for Viva actually. So maybe I'll wear it to next Viva. Cute. So I got this on eBay. And it was a steal. I think it was like 30 bucks, which, I mean, for dresses, and it's an extra large, so whenever I find something that's in a larger size, I always jump on it. This one is from Whatnot. I said I wasn't going to shop on Whatnot anymore, but I caught Gather and Dump. They're one of my favorite. Actually, they're like my only favorite vintage seller on Whatnot. Like, nobody else has vintage. They say they have vintage, but it's not. This is like actual. She has like 60s, 70s items, and she has a good eye. So this is a pink jumpsuit, which I'm obsessed with jumpsuits now. And I thought it was so cool. And it's a good size too. Can't really see it, but. And it's like wide leg. Look at those flares. So yeah, I'm excited to wear this. I think this one was like $20. So I'm gonna leave their link. They're a really cute mother and daughter team that has some really good items. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Again, just gonna work on prepping for my sale tomorrow at 1 p.m. If you are free, go ahead and check it out. It'll be in the Poshmark app. I have about 30 items, mostly sweaters and t-shirts. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye.